think I've picked possibly the windiest day in Copenhagen to film this video. But welcome back to a new video, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to make a quick video on my process and my experience for the past couple of months with 50mm photography. It's not a focal length that I usually go for. I'm normally shooting a bit wider. I've had previous experiences with the likes of the Ricos. I use them quite a lot. My camera before the Fujifilm X-T1 was a Nikon Coolpix A, which is also a 28mm. But the 50mm has been, I guess, a bit of a game changer for me. It's pretty much bang on for all situations that I find myself in. So I was on a recent trip to Poland in the Tatra Mountains, and I took the Fujifilm X-T1 with the 35mm f2, which is a 50mm equivalent. That was the only lens I took. I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to be overthinking when I was going out on the day trips and stuff what lens to take with me. Just wanted to take one lens, and that was the 50mm. Yeah, I'll call it the 50mm because it's annoying to keep having to mention the crop sensor and stuff, so I'll just refer to it as the 50mm. But that was the only lens I took, and the lens worked perfectly for like 98% of the situations I found myself in. There was one small thing. We went on a rafting trip down the river between Poland and Slovakia, and when we were on the boat, I wanted to capture the captain driving the boat, and I wanted to get some of the views in frame, but I was finding myself having to lean quite a way back off the boat to get everything in frame. But that was the only situation I found myself where I could have done with something a little bit wider. I didn't manage to get much video footage of the trip from Poland, so it's mostly images that I'm going to show you, but I guess being a photography channel, that's what you came to see anyway. But yeah, as mentioned, the reason I'm loving this 50mm focal length is because I find myself, you can use it for all situations. So whether if you're into street portraiture or just portraiture in general, obviously you can use it for street photography, you can use it for landscapes. I still think it's wide enough to get enough of the view in frame. So I haven't really ran into any issues. I've been using it for the past couple of months. It hasn't come off the camera, and it's been brilliant, to be honest. Autofocus is super snappy. I don't notice any lag. I haven't really missed many shots or any shots that I can think of. So it's just done everything that I need it to do, which again, someone like me that acquires quite a lot of cameras and buys a lot of gear, it's actually quite nice to find something just to leave it on the camera, go out and shoot, and not have to worry about changing lenses or worrying about focal lengths and that stuff. I just go out with that, that's what I have, and I'll make it work. One of the great points about the lens as well is when I'm out shooting, I feel like everything lines up easier. I think when you're shooting with a wider lens, so when I had the X100V, that was a 35, with the Ricos or with the Nikon Coolpix 8 at 28mm, the frames can get a little distorted and it can get a little bit tricky to make sure everything's lined up in the frame. I think with the 50mm, everything just looks tidy, it looks arranged nicely, and I feel like when I'm editing the photos in Lightroom, it's easier to get everything lined up. And I guess the last point I wanted to touch on was apparently the 50mm focal length is the closest to the human eye in terms of field of view or what we see. So when you're taking photos and you're showing people who aren't necessarily into photography, they can resonate with the photos a bit easier because it's a natural view, it's what they would see. So I think it's very good for capturing scenes. Essentially what I'm looking at is what I'm going to capture. But yeah, just a couple of points that I wanted to touch on. I know it's quite a short video, but that was just my experiences so far with using a 50mm. Again, it's quite a new focal length for me. I'm used to shooting a bit wider. So just wanted to get some points across as to why I'm liking this. Let me know if you're using a 50mm or whatever your go-to focal length is. Maybe you can give me a challenge, put some comments down below. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, help the channel grow. Again, I'm back posting videos, so I'm hoping to grow this channel and get a bit of a photography community going, especially here in Copenhagen. I'm actually on another trip to Poland again. I know I keep going there a lot. Underrated country, by the way. But yeah, I'm off to Poland again, to the seaside, so I'll be hopefully making a couple of videos out there, and then they'll be posted early next week. So yeah, please keep an eye out for those, and I'll see you in the next video.